much.
Hopefully, did you look at it?
I did, yeah.
That would be the
It looks
true
way
test.
good.
Okay.
It looks great.
It's way good. I just hope that they accept like the study, because I mean, it's simple, but it'll actually give us data. It'll be simple enough we can actually do it without it being too stressful, but it's gonna give us good data. So I like it a lot.
That's what I was hoping for. And my husband, I had him look through it, and he said the only thing he would worry about is what would be our action at the end. And I said, well, I have a lot of friends that their kids can't have dye.
Yeah.
Like the red food dye. So if we say, hey, is it worth buying M&Ms or finding, ordering a custom blend if it's only 16%, I mean, I don't know. So
as like a result, like what
yeah, like as a result.
change. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. I couldn't think of anything that was any more reasonable than that for an action.
That's pretty legit. I mean,
Okay.
It's perfect.
Log in here. Online learning. You guys register for next term?
I'm going to graduate school, so I don't need to.
Don't need to do it anymore, huh?
Yeah.
Good for
That's
you.
cool. Sign in, please. There we go.
I accidentally muted Tim, and now I can't hear. I can't unmute him.
Oops.
What?
Sorry,
doesn't
Tim.
matter.
Okay.
Oh, no, I can
Whatever
hear you.
you.
Now I can hear you. I don't know what I
all
did.
the power to unmute myself.
Good. I don't know what happened. Okay.
Yeah, mute yourself, and you can like unmute it whenever you want to talk. We shouldn't mute
That's what I
you.
usually do.
Oh,
Let's see. I learn.
what I do with it. Okay, sweet. So let's get it going. It's pretty short, so we can
Content. Are you there?
What just happened?
He's frozen. He looks frozen anyway.
He is
Either that or
frozen.
he's really good at freezing.
I think both of them are.
Are they? Maybe it's BYU Idaho connection. Where are you at, Deanna?
I'm in Washington State.
Okay, so.
You guys still there?
Yeah,
I like
we're here.
froze hardcore.
You guys both froze. Maybe it was BYU Idaho. It was freezing.
Probably.
All right, sweet. Quiz time. Quiz.
Let's open that.
Okay.
We did SPSS or anything today?
I don't know.
Okay, actively participated. All right, those are easy questions.
I don't think so.
Normal probability F, that's the only one. Okay, symbol for the true population proportion is the bottom one, the P. I can't hear them. Are they there?
Yeah.
Are you guys there?
I can hear them.
Okay.
I think Tim.
I'm muted, so.
Okay. It's just the regular P. Okay. Yes?
Right.
Yep, the regular
Okay.
P. Yep.
The next two questions. All right, let's see.
I'm gonna look at the data set.
Got N equals 100. P equals 0.25.
Whoa.
And P hat 0.10. The requirements are satisfied. Okay, here we go. So N times P
Satisfied.
is 25, so that's good. And then the N times 1 minus P. Christopher, that's super loud, dude. Can you turn down your Star Wars game?
Yeah,
They're both good.
Yeah.
So true.
True.
Hypothesis test.
That's the one where you use the true population one, correct? Or is that the one where you use the P hat? Because one of them
Are the requirements the same as before?
The requirements use a different P. For the confidence interval, I think it's the P, and I think for the hypothesis you use the P hat, but I can't recall. The confidence interval is the P hat, actually.
It's gonna be 1 minus 0.25. It's still gonna be over 10 because the 0.25, right? I mean, they're both gonna be true regardless.
That's the number, that one then. And then this one's gonna be the 10, right? And then,
yeah.
Oops. And then the, okay. And then the 9. So it's true in both
so
cases.
4 and 5
but
both
the
true.
Confidence, right? And the hypothesis is the population. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, just making sure I have those not backwards. True
Use
and
the
true.
phone.
So true and true. This one's going to be the p hat one. All right, I just need to get that in my brain. Remember that correctly. Okay, 6. Nice, first degree murder.
Nice. That's so funny.
61 trial. 45 found guilty, huh? Hmm. So that would be our X.
0.75.
You get,
Yep.
yeah.
45 over 60. Create a confidence interval for the first. Just sounds weird. Create a confidence interval for 5%. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Oh,
Documents.
crap.
Would lower bound be 0.640? Oh, we're doing a margin of error. Never mind.
To open my applet here. There it is.
Has anyone calculated margin of error yet?
No,
No.
my brain's too slow this morning. All right, let me go back to what we're doing here.
So for P, we're using the 0.75, right?
Yeah, that's the P hat.
Right.
All right, I got 0.109 for when you guys are done. See if that's
1.96,
what you're getting.
0.75. Trial. Right.
What formula did you use for that?
The formula for margin of error.
The P hat plus or minus the B score, which is 1.96 times 0.75 times 0.25 divided by the square root of n, right? Make sure that's correct. That's the whole thing is square root. Whole thing is square root.
What score for that?
60. And then square root of that times 1.96. 129. The margin, let's see what they're asking us again. Determine the margin of
60.
error.
Find that.
I have a margin of error of 0.110. Let me review that. I'm not sure if that's correct.
I got 197.
That might be
Maybe
the same.
Okay, I need to redo mine. I wrote.
What'd you get, Tim?
I got 0.109, which might be the same as Tony if our calculators are rounding.
0.25 negative. 60. 0.25
I don't know.
square root times the 1.96. Now I got 1.109567.
That's what I got as well.
Yeah. Okay. It would be 1.110 round to this third. What do you got, Ron?
0.110.
Yes.
One 110.
75 plus. So we have the upper would be 0.8595674.
No. So you got 0.640 for the lower bound and 0.860 for the upper bound.
Yes, I did.
Yep.
All right, we're on the same page.
You guys how do you guys do on your test? Are you happy with that?
No, I could have done a little bit better.
Wait, what numbers were 8 and 9? This one was 8, which is lower, and 9 was the upper. Okay. You increase the sample size. What will happen to the width of the confidence interval?
Just so I know what I'm doing, make sure I'm doing this right. So I got the upper bound is 0.151, right? 1.5, yeah. No, I'm way off then. I'm confused.
The upper bound is, well, the p hat is 0.75. What did
Yeah.
you get for your margin of error?
I think that was my issue. I got 1.9 something, I think.
Okay, so the z-score for 95% is 1.96.
Yeah.
And then you're going to take the square root of 0.75 times the quantity 1 minus 0.75 divided by 60. And then multiply that times the 1.96. Jim and I got 0.109567, something like that.
Okay. What was your lower bound? Yeah.
Do you have the textbook
0.640.
open?
I have
I
the
don't.
homework where I put all the formulas in, but I can open it. Yeah, I have it.
Very good.
Yeah.
I used that Excel sheet that they gave us and just plugged in X and N.
Yeah, that Excel sheet's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess my confusion was, don't I use the formula n equals z star over 2m squared,
No,
and I can solve for the margin of
No.
error?
No,
no.
you use N.
Okay.
That's if you're trying to find
That's to find the
the
number of
sample
samples.
size. Yeah.
if you're trying to find how big of a sample size you need. If you already know the sample size, the test is already done. You just find the m equals z score times the
Oh, square root of the p. Okay.
Right.
yeah.
No wonder I'm confused.
To yourself.
So you use the sample size.
So what'd you guys get for the lower bound?
We got 0.640.
And the upper bound?
Upper 0.860.
What was it? Sorry.
0.860.
0.860.
Okay.
And then for 10, it's decrease, right?
Yes. Which is
Decrease?
in the denominator.
Yeah. So, the smallest n. I don't want to do that.
How do you guys figure that out? Do you just
That's
stick
the
these in there
formula
till
he
you-
was just talking about.
Oh.
Or wait, never mind, hang on. No,
I thought
what
that
you
was
do,
the two test
Sorry.
formulas, the NP.
the NP one, yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, so
So-
you just plug things in there until you get it?
So 0.5.
Why'd
well,
you
no,
guys
just solve for 10. What? Go ahead.
For 7, why'd you guys decide not to round up? Is that what the difference
We
was?
did-
Sorry, I was.
We did round up.
So 0.109 is with rounding up?
0.109567 was the unrounded. So we rounded
Okay.
to 0.10.
110.
Oh, okay. I misheard. Sorry. Okay, now I got it. I'm going in the right direction.
Okay, that's
Slow
good.
and steady. Slow and steady.
So for the other one, if we're doing the requirements, yes, you plug in the 0.5 for the P. So it would be 0.5n and just set it equal to 10 and then do the other one the same way, n1 minus 0.5 equals 10. And then
They're
it
both-
has to be that or greater. So we have to have both of those requirements. So see which one requires the smallest, the one that will satisfy both, if that makes
They're
sense.
So
both
20 for one, and the other one is
The same thing.
20.
20.
because it's 0.5.
Yeah, so 20 would be the smallest
Gotcha.
number then. I did that too with our M&M study thing, because I was hoping, oh, we could just do 30 because we like 30 as, you know, a large sample size for n.
Right.
But then I plugged it in and I'm like, nope, we kind of have to do 69 samples or something. So you'll have to look at my stuff on there and make sure that you agree with that. But
Okay.
meet the requirements.
So 100 for the next one.
Yeah, I got 100 too.
I'm sorry, on 12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was not doing it, sorry. I will start doing it.
It's okay. I still need to go back and do 8 and 9, so I make sure I'm doing them right.
Test 2 requirements. Oh, I'm doing the same thing. Okay. Point 1 n equals 10.
100. Yeah. 100.
How do we get that Excel sheet? Was it on our textbook? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's in the
It
textbook
was.
as a file that you can save.
It's on that same sheet. If you go into all the places where the zip files are, you
Yeah,
can
no,
go
I
to the
just-
other class and get it.
I just found it. I was like amazed at this yesterday when I was prepping. Like if we had this for last test.
Yeah, that I mean, nice.
I
Yeah,
plugged-
it would have been helpful,
Okay, so the
right?
confidence interval in there is up from the
Okay, 13. And then P is less than 0.6. Let's see. Level significance 0.05. 16. Okay.
Just so I can understand on 8 and 9, I understand how to do it in the Excel sheet, but how do I do it by hand? Because I just
Well,
can't get
the
those
margin
answers.
of error is the z times the square root of p hat minus the quantity 1 minus p hat divided by n.
Yeah. So I got the margin of error, but then for 8 and 9, once the
Okay.
lower and upper bounds,
Then you're adding that margin of error to P.
Plus and minus.
that's all you're doing?
Yeah, that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
So the formula like p hat plus or minus z star square root p hat 1 minus p hat over n has nothing to do with that.
That is if you don't know what population size you need to get the right accurate results. So if you're looking for, you have everything set out, you just need to know what population size you need, that's when you use that equation.
Okay.
Okay, so what do they want to know in this? Hypothesis test. Okay.
Are we still on 12?
We said 100 for that one.
12
100?
was 100.
That one is
That's just
and
statistics.
then n p minus 1 is $42. So yes, the requirements are met on that. Oops, I did it wrong. Sorry. Let me try that again.
So for
This is-
hypothesis requirements, it's
I
just
did the confidence interval test instead of the hypothesis test. This one would be 0.4, and this one's 0.6. Sorry.
so the requirements are different, right?
Yes, they're different. So in this one, we want the true population. So it would be, NP would be 0.6 and then times 80 and then 80 times 0.4. But it's still true. It still works. it still satisfies the requirements. for that. What is p hat? 0.475.
Yep.
What is the test statistic? I've not done that yet. Do they want us to use the Excel? Yeah, we probably need to.
Do you use the Excel
Let's see
sheet
if
to
I can
find the
find it.
test statistic?
Do we
Is it
what?
on there?
You
Is
could.
the test?
Yeah, it's on there.
Where? I can't see it.
Let me open Excel so that I can find it. I saved it
Is
in
that the
my.
Z? Is that Z?
Would it be? Because it just Z score, T score difference.
Oh, I guess that's what we want, right?
Yeah.
Microsoft. Okay, so we've got an X, 38, 95, no hypothesis, 0.6.
So what did you get for 13? I'm sorry, not or for 14?
0.475.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're just taking X 38 over N 80.
The Excel sheet doesn't automatically calculate p hat for you. You have to calculate p hat and then put it in. I'm confused how to get this
No,
the Excel sheet to like run it for you because it's not
It runs it
updating
for
everything
you.
else.
Yeah, it did
You
that
have-
for me.
It did it for me.
You just have to make sure all the blue cells are filled in. So you have X and
The
N,
blue
and then
cells,
the confidence interval, no hypothesis.
I have 38, 80, 95, or well,
60.
0.95, 0.60.
And then that last one's a drag down.
That's
Bar.
a
Less
less
than,
than,
right?
is what we want.
So I have all that in, but it's not changing. My p hat's like 0.75, which is
Push
not
enter.
right.
Hit enter. Yeah,
Push
push enter
enter.
or something, or refresh or some other.
Is there?
Did you enable editing?
Yeah. Should I not have done that?
No, you should have.
I'm just so confused because it's. Yeah, it's still giving me maybe I don't know. Yeah, because that's just gonna give me the wrong answer. It's gonna mess me up.
Yeah.
So you have 38 in X, 80 in N, 0.95 in confidence level, and 0.60 in null hypothesis, and less than on type of test.
Yeah, and it's saying my p hat's 0.75. My standard deviation is 0.0559, and then hypothesis test is 0.0632.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Please enter data in blue cells. Maybe it's because I edited a non-blue cell. I don't know. Here, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
delete
X out
that.
and
Yeah.
Delete
Delete
that
it
one
all
and try
and-
it again.
Open it all and close it
could've-
and open it again.
You
Yeah.
could have changed some of the formulas in there.
Okay,
On
so
accident.
38.
So
And
is Z the test statistic
Yes.
on the
So
Excel?
it's negative.
Negative 2.282.
Yeah.
okay, now it's changing it. So okay,
Woohoo!
475. Gosh, no wonder I've been so confused using this. Like, it's not doing anything.
Yeah,
Okay,
that would
test
be.
statistic.
Is the score right? Negative 2.282.
So you got negative 2.282.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. P value 0.011.
Yep. And then we would
This is way nice.
reject,
We
right?
reject. Yeah, because p is less than alpha.
And there's sufficient evidence to conclude that water quality in the area has not decreased.
Let me go see what the original thing said. Water quality has decreased is what they hope. So we want to say we have sufficient evidence that it has decreased, right?
That it has decreased. So yeah, the
Oh,
last
yeah.
one.
The last one.
Last one.
All right, let's submit this.
Sufficient evidence. Water decreased.
Okay.
What? We totally missed one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what the
What
heck?
did we-
I put false for 13. I don't know why.
Oh,
Great.
you know what? It's weird if you don't. I save every single one as we go, because otherwise, even just moving away from stuff makes it switch the
Yeah,
answer
I
sometimes. Remember that in
guess I must have
Pathway.
done that. Who wants to help me out? I don't want to go through it all
So
again. Hold on one sec.
3 was P.
Oh, if you open the don't open a new quiz, but open an iLearn tab like where you would normally start the quiz. And then
Oh,
at the
yeah.
top there's a drop down thing and it lets you like open like view submissions or something
Right.
next to group meeting quiz, and then you can just open 2 different tabs and you can just look at your own answers
Oh.
and
Okay,
resubmit
I'll do
them.
that. I'll do that
Okay.
next
If it
time
does-
because
Five.
I'm already in a new one. So 4 and 5 are true.
True and true. 6
And 6 was what?
0.75.
0.75.
I guess I don't
7.
have to look at my paper. I always write it all down.
7 was 0.110.
Yep.
And then 0.640 for lower.
Yes.
0.860
Did Julie ever?
decrease.
Did Julian show up? Yes, he's here.
What was 11? Was it 20?
It was 20.
And 12 was 100.
Yeah.
Cool. So 13 is true, not false. P hat is 0.475.
Yep.
Test statistic is negative 2.282.
Yep.
I'm a
P
little
value is
surprised you didn't give us a link
0.
to the Excel
1-1.
spreadsheet in the quiz.
Reject the null
Normally they do that.
and
Bottom
boom.
one.
All right. All right, guys. Thank
There
you.
you
So
go.
what do I need to expand or change in our thing? Because that's going to be due.
Did you email it to us?
Yes, I sent it through our Gmail stuff last night.
Oh, okay.
Did you email it to him too last night?
To Tim?
Or not
I
to Tim,
emailed-
to the teacher?
I
Keith,
emailed
have
the
it.
original assignments to him.
Okay, sweet.
So
I really
that
like
was
it
what he
because
wanted
I know that
last
was-
night.
It's so simple. It's so direct. There's no wandering on campus asking people questions.
I know. I was glad to skip that. I was like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I like that it's like practical enough that we can do it easily, but we're still going to be able to learn the material that we need to learn, the reason we're doing it, like what's behind it.
Where would I find
And
it?
In your Gmail,
It was
let me look. What's your email that you get your link through? That's where it was. Let me see. So, do you see it? It was last night?
Yeah, I just found it.
Okay. Okay.
I also
look-
think that your take action cause is legitimate.
Okay.
Yeah, is it have that somewhere on here that we need to put that in? Because
No,
is that
but
already
I know
in
that that'll be once we get to that
part of
step.
what we're doing?
So I want to make
Yeah,
sure
and
that
it's super affordable too. Because I mean, like we said, it's like $8 to go buy a bag of M&Ms, and
So
you
the
get to
only-
eat them, so it's a
that was
win-win.
the only concern that I had was that I was hoping for that 30 sample size, but I'm like, okay, it doesn't fit the requirements unless we have at least 69. Well, we would need to have 70
Yeah.
samples, so or 80 was what it was. And so that I tried to make it an even number too, so we can just all get 16 bags each of the little 1.69 ounce ones.
So the 16 bags will have a big enough sample size for it to still count, right?
Yeah, because each bag is a sample.
How many?
That's
Okay,
why I
yeah,
think-
and each bag comes with however many.
Each bag is one sample, and they all have one. The plain milk chocolate M&Ms have 1.69 ounces in each one, and we could technically, I guess, do the other, but then are we fudging our results? I don't know. So, and I said that we'd use the cluster sample because an SRS would be difficult to make sure we were getting, like my husband said, you can go see where all the manufacturing plants are and then make sure that we get an equal number from all of them, all regions, and we'll email them to you. And I was like, yeah, let's not do that. So the cluster
Yeah,
sample
just buy
would be
the bag.
correct, right? So even if I go get all of my packages out of the same box at Walmart, that'll be a cluster, and I'll evaluate all of them, and then you'll have your cluster, and we'll all have our different clusters from different areas. But it'll still be, as long as our n's big enough, it should be normal distribution, so it should be okay.
Yeah.
That's
Agreed.
the step I got to, and so yeah,
So-
let's not have any human involvement there.
My only question is since the collection data is individual, is the 16 bags gonna count like for me individually, or do I have to combine my data with your data for the collection? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I need to go look at how he wrote
'Cause-
it. I had opened it. I don't think I opened anything. I downloaded that thing. It looked.
Who's collecting? So we're all collecting the
We're all
data.
collecting and submitting our own data, and I
And I'm
think that
describing
I
it?
submit. I think I upload the design and the studies since I wrote it after I incorporate all your changes, and I think every step is supposed to work like that. Collect the data.
Alright.
Okay. So on the collect the data thing, it has our group name, our names, our research question, and a short summary of what we learned while collecting it. And we attach the data we collected. I think that we can all do our 16 and then we combine them once we finish that thing, since we're, but I could be wrong. That's something we can ask, because they're going to have to approve this before, and we have to submit it. I noticed that's another step I've got, is I've got to submit this study once it's approved by our teacher to the university's human subjects board, even though we're not involving any human subjects. I thought, anyway.
I wonder if we'll have to do that since.
I don't know. There's no questionnaire, so that skips that. I really like that. So we'll ask. But I liked the. Yeah, I got the idea actually from, I was talking to my son, and I said, okay, what could we do with food? Because I really liked the next idea that from the family circus, where he said, oh, there's 20% or less peanuts in this jar of mixed nuts. And then he counted them, and I'm like, we could do something like that. And the double stuffed Oreo thing that they did, where they compared the amount of stuffing. I liked those, and I'm like, that's good, but I want a little simpler, and I want there to be a status quo, a null hypothesis that is established.
Right.
We have to figure that out. So they don't publish their stuff on M&M like on their website anymore, but they had sent a letter to someone that someone had saved from 2008. So I'm like, well, let's go with that data and go from there. Did I answer all the questions right?
Yeah, they all look
I
super
wasn't
good.
sure.
It looks great.
The experimental unit is our M&M single bags, right? Some of those I'm like, is that what they're asking? So yeah, that was the only concern we had. It was the biggest concern. So it does look very simple. So you guys have, if you want to have time to look through it better and get back to me, then I can. Unless you say it's good, let's go with it, because they've got to approve it anyway. So I just noticed it seems to be worth a lot of points. So
where were you looking to see if the collect the data we can combine it?
I just pulled up the Word document, the downloads
Oh,
from the
okay.
group thing to see what they're asking us for, because they don't really have any other information on it except for in that document.
Okay, I think that's my only concern, is that we will each have to do our own individual, but I don't know if that's.
I think that we're going to have to combine it before we're finished, but I think that's a good question to ask. I'm
Yeah.
gonna write that down.
I don't know. I do agree though, because it'd be hard for us to, if our data was different. I mean, with M&Ms it should be pretty close, but if we were doing something else and our data was different, then it would make it really hard for us all to work together to describe the data, make inferences, take action. So I feel like we would have to combine it.
Yeah, we're going to combine it in the long run. I just don't know for that step if we're going to do that before we submit it to him.
Oh yeah.
I would think maybe we'd submit our portion of the data, and then we'll combine it before we move to the next step.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
Pull it all into SPSS or whatever we're using, and then have our charts and our whatever else, because I'm sure they're going to want some graphs. I'm sure they're going to want some pie charts and different stuff.
Yeah.
Especially since we're doing proportion. And then I think the rest is we have the person write it up and we just look at it, and then we approve where we ended up. I do like that it's very simple.
I do too. No surveys, no.
That was my hope. That it would be nice and simple. I think that they'll give us feedback though on that. So I'm hoping.
So since you emailed him, he said he's going to be giving feedback in the next 2 weeks, and it looks like the next step isn't due till week 11, so in 2 weeks.
Right.
So as soon as he gets back to you, just let us know, and then we can all run out and buy M&Ms and collect our data right then or right there.
I think that's good. And I think
Yeah.
It would be nice to make some sort of Excel sheet that everyone can have that like lays it out bag 1 through 16, and all you have to do is enter the amount of M&Ms in, and there's already formulas in there that'll just give you percentages. So I'll do describing the data, and that'll be easy for me, so I can just see it all, and I'll make that spreadsheet and try to get it out. It'll be really simple, but
yeah, even if you make it like a Google Doc that we can all just edit.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
that way
we
you don't have to email it back and forth.
I will
That's
do
true.
that.
That's a good way to do it.
Awesome.
Thanks.
That would be
All
good.
right. Well, I think we're good. As soon as we'll just all grab our NMNs as soon as Tani sends out an email and lets us know that it's been approved. And
I don't know how they're going to do that. I assume they just let us all know, but
probably
I
not.
will
I wouldn't be
let you know
surprised
if
if
I
they.
hear
And
anything.
it's brother Papa that's
In
gonna
charge
be
of it.
our advisor because we're an even group, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
He's used to
sweet.
my nagging. I nag him all the time. These questions are wrong. So one day I sent him 5 separate emails, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but this is wrong too. Like, fine, I'll get it switched. One time he goes, I'm getting a different answer. You have a different answer, and the answer is a different answer. Show me your work. And he's like, all right, you're right.
That's awesome.
I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm learning. Funny.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
So are we
talk about
good, or
it
do you guys want to edit anything else?
I think it's good unless he says, if he does say
is.
something needs changed, let us know, and then we can all kind of discuss it on what's today, Wednesday on Friday, or next Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever works for when we get it back from him.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Cool. See you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.